True. Nervous. Very, very dreadful nervous. I had been in them. But will you say that I am a mad? This had sharpened my sense, not destroyed it, not dulled them. Above, I was the sense of hearing I could. I heard all things in the heaven and in the earth. I hear many things in hell. How, then, am I mad? Hearken, and observe how healthily, how calmly I can tell you the whole story. It is impossible to say how fierce the idea entered my brain, but once conceived, it haunted my day and night. Object there was none, passion there was none. I loved the old man. He had never wronged me. He had never given me insult. For his gold I had no desire. I think I was his eye. Yes, it was this. He had the eye of Vulture, a pale blue eye, with a film over it. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold, and so by degrees, very gradually, I made up my mind to take the life of the old man and to rid myself of the eye forever. No, this is the point. You fancied me mad. Mad but know nothing, but you should have seen me. You should have seen how wisely I proceeded, with what caution, with what foresight, with what dissimulation I went to work. I was never kinder to the old man than during the whole week before I killed him. And very night, about midnight, I turned the lock of this door and opened it, oh so gently. And then, when I had made an opening sufficient for my head, I put in dark lantern. I closed it, that no light shone out. And then I chose in my head, oh, you would have loved it to see how cunningly I chose seen it. I moving slowly, very, very slowly, so that I might not disturb the old man's sleep. It took me an hour to place my wall hid within the opening so far that I could see him as he lay upon his bed. Ah, would a madam have been so wise at this? And then, when my head was well in the room, I unit that lantern curiously, oh so curiously, cautionally, for the hinge creaked. I unit, I used so much that a single thin ray fell upon the vulture eye. I unit it just so much that a single thin ray fell upon the vulture eye, and this I did for 7 long unit the lantern nights. Every night use a magnet, but I found that I always closed it, and so it was impossible to do work. For it was not the old man who bats me, but this evil eye. And very morning, when the day broke, I went boldly into the chamber and spoke courageously to him, calling him by name in a hurried tone, and inquiring how he's passed the night. So you see, he would have been a very profound old man, indeed, to suspect that every night, just at 12, I looked in up him will sleep. Upon the eighth night I was more than usually cautious in opening the door. A watch minute hands moves more quickly than did mine. Never before that night had I felt the stern of my own powers, of my sagacity. I could scarcely contain my feelings of triumph to think that there I was, opening the door little by little, and he not even to dream of my secret deeds or thoughts. I fairly chuckled at Iria and feared perhaps he heard me, for he moved on the bed suddenly, as he startled. No, you might think that I drew back, but no. His room was black as pitch with a thick darkness, for the shutters were closed fastened through fear of robbers, and so I knew that he could not see the opening of the door, and keep pushing it on steadily. I had my head in and was about to open the lantern when my thumb slipped upon his fastening, and the old man sprang up in bed, crying out, "Who's there?" I kept quiet, still and said nothing. For a whole hour I did not move a muscle, and in the meantime I did not hear him lie down. He was still sitting up in the bed listening, just as I have done night after night, hearkening to the dead watches in the wall. Presently I heard a sling groan and knew it was the groan of mortal terror. It was not a groan of pain or of grief. Oh no, it was the low still sound that arises from the bottom of the soul when overcharged with awe. I knew the sound well. Many nights, just at midnight, when all the world slept, it was walled upon my own bosom, deepening with its dreadful echo the terrors that distract me. I say I knew it well. I knew what the old man felt and pitied him, although I chuckled of heart. I knew that he had been lying awake ever since the first slight noise. When he had turned in the bed, his fears had been ever since growing upon him. He had been trying to fancy them causeless, but could not. He had been saying to himself, "It is nothing but the wind in the chimney. It is only a mouse crossing the floor, or it is merely a cricket which had made a single chirp." Yes, he had been trying to comfort himself with the suppositions, but they had found all in vain, all in vain, because death, in approaching him, had stalked with his black shadow before him, and never pulled the victim, and it was the mournful influence of the unperceived shadow that caused him to feel, although the nature sought hard, to feel the presence of my head within the room. When I had waited a long time, very patient, without hearing him lie down, I resolved to open a very, very little crevice in the lantern. So I opened it. You cannot imagine how stealthily, until at length a sun, dim bright, like the thread of the spider, shot from out the service and fell full upon the vulture eye. It was open with open and grew furious as gazing upon it saw it with perfect distinctness. Had a dull blue with a hideous pale open that chilled the very marrow in my bones, but I could see nothing else of the whole man, face or person, for I had distracted the right, as if by instinct, presently opened the main spot. And have I not told you that what you mistake for meanness is but overactions of sense? No, I say there came to my ears a low, dull, quick sound, such as one makes when involved in cotton. I knew the song well, too. I was the beating of the old man's heart, and increased my fury, as beating of dreams simulate the soldier into courage.